All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Fly and Ride here. I've got another oil change video for you today. In this video, we're gonna change the oil. We're gonna change the oil filter on my BMW R1250Gs that you see right there. Very simple process. The only challenge, particularly on my bike, and you may or may not have this on yours, is I actually have to remove that skid plate so I can loosen the bolt and let that oil drain. But again, it should be relatively simple. I'm gonna show you all of that in this video. If you're new here, I'm Fly and Ride, and on this channel I focus on motovlogs, ride videos, ride reviews, all on both of these bikes that you see right there, BMW R1250Gs and Harley Davidson Street Glide CVO. And we do all things here on the channel. We do destination rides, group rides, we do product upgrades, product reviews, we do oil changes, services on the bike, all things here on the channel. So do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell notification so you can be reminded of future content. All right, let's dive right in. So first, let me start off with the oil that I am using. This is by Liquid Moly or Liqui Moly, and it's supposed to be one of the best motor oils to use on these GS's. It's fully synthetic, and I bought two by mistake, so now the good news is I have one for a future oil change. Of course, it takes 4.3 US quarts. This is exactly the amount that it takes. I bought an extra one, just a little bit to top it off if it's needed. I've got the oil filter right here, and this tool is going to be really important because this is the tool that has to be used to loosen this here, like such. And once we do that, this is where we actually fill the oil for the engine. And that's it, relatively simple. These are the tools that I'm gonna need for the job. The only one that I don't have here is the bolt underneath to actually drain the oil. I'll show you that here in a minute. But these two is what I'm gonna need to actually loosen up that skid plate that you see right there. So let me show you that right now. All right, so as you can see, skid plate is now off. This is an awesome skid plate by Alt-Rider. They were nice enough to send me this a while ago. It's freaking awesome. It does an awesome job protecting the bike. So these are the bolts you have to take off. Basically 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6. And that's kind of what it looks like now without. And then the oil bolt should be there underneath there. We're gonna loosen that thing up right now, start to drain it. All right, so you're gonna need a number 10. And then I'm gonna show you here where it is. You can tell it's right there. We're gonna loosen this bad boy up. All right, seems to be loose. It's probably gonna get messy here. There it goes. Yeah, it was definitely time for a change. This is why you always put a little cardboard on the side, because there always is some spillage. All right, we're gonna let that drain, and then I'm gonna take out the oil filter now. All right, so now we're just gonna remove the oil filter. I've got the tool already there, you can see it. We're using this little extension here. And then I just used an old Amazon packaging there to go underneath there so that it minimizes the oil. I have the pan there underneath. I have some paper here. It'll get messy, and then you can clean it up afterwards super easily. All right, it's gonna get messy here, but you get the point. It's already loose there. Let me just take that out. All right, there's the oil filter. You can see it there. The new one just goes right in there. Screw it in with your hand, and then a quarter turn in with the wrench, and that's it for the new one. So I'm gonna let this completely drain out. We'll put the new oil filter in. We'll close we'll put the new bolt back in with the new seal, and I'll show you that here in a minute. And then we'll pour it back in, and that's it, we're done. All right, so we've got the new oil filter right here. I've got the new washer for the bolt. It's actually in good shape. but I like to replace it in an abundance of caution. So that is going to go there. You need a torque wrench to put this bolt back on. You got to put it at 25 foot-pounds of torque. And then we're just going to charge this oil cleaner here real quick with this oil right around there. Go back on, tighten it by hand, and then a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch turn with the tool. Put the bolt back on, and then put that delicious synthetic oil back inside, and I'm going to show you that real quick. All right, it's going back in there. It's in now. I'm just tightening it by hand. Okay. Now we're just going to do a quick 1/2 turn. That's it, no more, because otherwise it becomes impossible to take out. All right, let's put this bolt back on and let's fill her up. All right, I always like to use a thread sealant right there, so I'm gonna spread some of that, not too much, right around there, and then we're gonna put the bolt back on. I already switched out the washer. All right, bolt is in. Now we're gonna use the torque wrench to tighten here. That's it. It is tightened. We're good. So this tool right here, this loosens this. That, and that's where we're going to pour the new oil, like that. All right, so now we're ready to put that bad boy in. 4.23 US quart, takes the whole thing. I got this ready to go here. Now I'm not going to film this part because I want to hold this here. I don't want to make a mess, but I think you know how oil goes into the engine. I don't have to put that in the video. So let me just fill this thing up. We'll close that back up and we'll start her up and then take her for a spin. All right, nice and full. Oil change is complete. I'm gonna put this thing back on here real quick. Close it up. Use our handy tool. Not too tight, just enough. It. Let's give it a startup. Here we go. Oh yeah. That's simple. All right, let's take it for a spin. All right, so we're gonna take it for a quick spin. Just warm up the bike. You know, ride it for about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll come back and then we're gonna put it on the center stand, and then we'll measure the oil just to make sure it's at the level that it needs to be. It's a little bit chilly out. This says 44 because it was inside the garage, but it's about 38 degrees. Where the hell's this guy going? I bet you any amount of money he's on his phone, swerving. So look, the most challenging part, if you call it that, from this DIY oil change is taking off that skid plate. Now, I didn't show the video of putting it back on, but you know, it was a bit stubborn to put it back on. You gotta align those holes perfectly, and because you know, that skid plate's pretty rigid, even though it's super light. It's a great product by Alt-Rider. It's you know, you got to move it around, align the holes. You got to put thread lock on all of the bolts, which I did. And I think that, you know, that part is the one that took the longest. It probably took me about, I don't know, 15 minutes all in to put it back on. Not a big deal. But outside of that, you know, this is even easier than obviously changing the oil on the Harley. I did that oil change. I changed all of the oils on that one. I'll leave that video up here if you want to check that out. And this bike only has about 3,500 miles on it. Actually, 3,869 to be exact. I changed the oil at 1,000 miles at the dealer. And then, you know, I like to change it every 2,000, 2,500. I know you don't have to. It's just my preference. Oil is the lifeline of that engine. So it doesn't hurt me to change it. You know, obviously it's a bit more costly, but I prefer that in the long run. And then once it gets to 10,000 miles, I'll probably take it back to the dealer, have them do the complete I'll have them complete that service. Oh yeah. I've got my my heated grips on 3, and it's plenty for these chilly temperatures. And I've got my nice Indie Ridge gloves on. I don't even have my heated gear on, and I feel great. All right, so nice quick ride. I've been riding for about 10 minutes. Oh, nice. They just repaved this road. Man, look at this. Pretty cool. We're going to get to the house now. I'm going to put it on the center stand. Wait a few minutes. And then we're going to check that oil gauge, which is pretty cool. It's on the side here, bottom right. And make sure that the oil is right at the level that we need it to be. So let me switch to that now. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. Let me show you what it looks like here. See it right there? It's exactly where it needs to be. It needs to be on the top of that circle. So look, that's going to do it for this video. Nice and simple DIY oil change. Relatively simple. The hardest part was that skid plate that I just told you about. So that's going to do it. Do me a favor. If you like this kind of content, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification so you can be reminded of future content like this one. Thanks for watching.